You're right there, guys. This is Play the Cowboy again. Just gonna do a little Rust tutorial. As you can see, this is my inventory, which you open up with the tab button, and then you close it with the tab button as well. You can see a little hotbar down here, which is controlled by the number keys. And all you start off with is a rock, a torch, and some bandages. Now, basically, to start off with, what you want to do is, these are wood piles. So if you hit them, obviously you get 7 wood each time you hit it. And then there's a key difference between them wood piles and trees, because you can still hack at these, but you only get 1 bit of wood at a time. So obviously getting the wood piles is a lot more useful to you. You also want to look out for these rocks. As you'll see, you get sulphur ore, you get stones, and you get metal ore. While I'm collecting these resources, I may as well say a bit more about the game. Basically, it's a survival game, and it's created by Gary Newman, who is the creator of Gary's Mod. And basically, he took the idea from DayZ and wanted to try and improve on it, sort of thing. So he set about making this game, and it's still in early alpha. They're constantly making improvements on it now. And it's a game that if you enjoy survival games, you will really enjoy. Right, so now we've got a few resources. You click on the, open up your inventory, and then you click on this crafting tab up here, and then what you want to do is you want to make a wood shelter. As you can see, you need 50 wood for that, and we've got 63, so then you just click craft and wait for it to finish. When you're crafting, you do move slower, so it's best to do crafting in a safe place, but obviously we don't have that yet. So all I'm going to do now is put this down into my hotbar, and then as you can see, when it's green it means you can place it, but when it's red, like so, it means you can't place it there. So I think we'll go nice and close to these rocks. As you can see, we've now got a nice little wood shelter. It's not the best of things to stay in, but it's a good thing to use at the start of the game. Now we're going to get a little bit more wood, as we need to put a door on this shack. As you can see in the bottom right, you've got a health bar, a food bar, and a rads bar, which is radiation levels. So if your food goes down to 0, then you start losing health. So in order to get food, you have to kill some of the many animals on this game, which I will show you in a minute. Just put a door on the shack. There's a little timer which tells you how long it's going to take as well. So I'll put this back down into the hotbar and then put the door on. So now we've got a nice little shack. What you want to do is make a campfire, which only requires 5 wood, so it's not too bad. this is what you use to cook your food that you gain off animals. As you can see, it comes already with a bit of wood in it, which is how much it took to make the campfire. And then you just press E on it in order to ignite it. And if you want to open it, you hold in E and then press the open. So as the rock is really slow in terms of hitting stuff, one thing you can make is a stone hatchet, which requires 5 stones and 10 wood. And basically this will just allow you to kill animals a bit easier, to be honest. So it's a good thing to use. We'll try and find some animals, but it's getting a bit dark, so one thing you don't really want to do is use your torch when it's dark, because you just become an easy target for other players. As you can see, there's plenty of trees, so if you can't find any wood piles, then you've got plenty of options. It's also a good idea to try and use like rock formations to work out whereabouts you are in the map, just so you don't lose your base, obviously. Get some of this wood. As you can see, it hits a lot faster, so it just saves you a bit of time. Right, I think we'll head back. And then when it's daytime again, we'll go out looking for some animals. So we've still got enough food for now. So we'll just head back to the base. Or shelter. I suppose it's not really a base just yet. Probably should have left my campfire on so I could find my base, but I think this is it over here. No, it's not there. Here it is. Right, and as it's night time, you can't see it just yet, but in the bottom right, just above the health bar, it will say cold. Now, it's a good thing to use your campfire, and I'll show you why just now. Just put a bit more wood in it. You can split the wood piles or anything just by right clicking and then pressing split. So we'll put some more wood in there and we'll just pile it back on top of each other again. And then if you press use on it, as you can see in the bottom right, we are now in comfort. So I'll just cut the video now and then continue it when it's daytime. Right then guys, as you can see, it's starting to get light. So we're going to head out and hunt some animals. Basically there's many types of animals on this game. You've got things like boars, chickens, rabbits, but the ones you want to avoid, especially with just a hatchet or a stone, is bears and wolves, as that probably will not end well. So we're just gonna hope we don't really run into any of them. A few good things to use with Rust. If you follow the Play Rust Twitter account, they post updates on what they're currently doing with the game and all that sort of stuff. Also, if you go on playrust.com, there's a live blog that's updated pretty much daily. So if you're interested in keeping up with how the game's developing, then that's a good place to go. Also, if you want to start like learning the map and that sort of thing, then a good website to use is net.connect. Basically, it shows you pictures of the radiation towns, which I'll show in later episodes, and you can sort of work your way around from there. It's quite a simple thing to use, but it takes a while to get used to. As you can see, sometimes it is very hard to find animals. So I'm going to cut the video again once here, and then as soon as I find some animals, I'll be back with you. So I'll be back in a minute. Right then guys, as you can see, we've got an animal. Now these things, when you hit them, do usually run away, so you just got to sort of sneak up on them. But this one doesn't seem to be running away, so it's not too bad. As you can see, you just hit it, and then when you hit it, once it's dead, it's got some animal fat. Some raw chicken breasts. Now, at the minute, all animals give out chicken breast. Now, I'm pretty sure it's part of the development that they're going to bring in different types of meat. But obviously this just keeps it nice and simple. Now, this is a boar. As you can see over there, there's a bear, so we've got to try and not bother him. But this one's going to decide to run away. Just hope he doesn't go anywhere near that bear. There's a rabbit, as you can see. Right, that's the boar dead. Yeah, it's the bear. See, once again I'm getting chicken breasts off of this. So at this moment in time, as there's a bear over there, I think we'll go back to the shack. So as you can see, we've got 7 chicken breasts. Now once we get back to the shelter, I will show you how to cook them. It's really simple to cook them, but as this is sort of a tutorial, I'll just quickly show you how to do it. This server that I'm on, I will post the IP address into the information on the video, and if you want to join it, then you're welcome to. At this moment in time, I don't know the admin's Steam account, but you're welcome to add him, so I'll find that out and put that in the information as well. But basically with this server, like, you can do a few things that you can't on others. Like, there's a money system involved, which basically it just allows you to sort of remove objects that you've placed just by putting a simple command into the chat, but I'll go into that a bit later on. You can also teleport and all that sort of stuff to find people you're playing with, but like I said, we'll go into that later on. So now we're at the campfire. You just want to open it up by holding the knee and then clicking open. You want to split these as best as you can. So if we do 2, 3 and 2. Now we've already got wood in there. As you can see, it makes charcoal. And then you just want to put it on. And now you just play the waiting game, because these will turn into cooked chicken breasts in these 3 slots up here. Now the difference between a raw chicken breast and a cooked chicken breast, obviously you get more food into your food bar if it's cooked, and you don't lose any health, whereas as you can see on here, it says -10 health. So eating raw chicken breast is not too good, but as you can see, they do cook pretty quickly if you split them well enough. Just wait for this final one to finish. Now in terms of the metal ore and the sulphur ore, once you've built a furnace, you can then cook them into, obviously sulphur ore would go into sulphur, and metal ore goes into metal fragments, which is used to like make metal doors and all that stuff, which is just a bit more secure. So that's another thing to look into later on. I don't know why this chicken breast doesn't seem to be cooking. I don't really want to leave the fire on. Right, we've got a 6 for now, so we should be alright. As you can see, the food's not too bad still, so it's going to get a few more resources. And then we'll end this episode soon, but hopefully I'm going to get enough resources to make a bow and arrow, which will allow you to have a better chance against the bears and the wolves. As you can see, well, as I mentioned before, the hatchet is a lot quicker, or the stone hatchet. You can make a proper hatchet once you've got the right resources, but we'll go into that in later episodes once again. Just got a few more things. I think once we've got this stone, we should be alright. Right then, let's have a look. Go into crafting. Also, a sleeping bag is just a way of you spawning into your base. So that obviously requires 15 cloth, but as we don't really have a decent enough base so far, I think we'll refrain from the sleeping bag at the minute. Now if you just scroll down, obviously you've got resources. I have been on this server before and used blueprints to like research how to make certain things. Basically we want the hunting bow, and as you can see we've got enough, so we'll just quickly make one of them. Hopefully we've got enough stuff to make arrows. We'll make 25 arrows. This is going to take a while, so we'll cut here again and I'll be back with you once these arrows are made. Right then guys, as you can see even though I chose to make 25 arrows, we have quite a few arrows. That's because you get like a certain amount for each set of arrows you decide to make. So basically we're just going to put this bow into our hotbar, press number 6, and as you can see we've got our bow. So let's go and find this bear and let's try and kill it. It's really simple to use this. Basically you just left click and hold it in and then just release it when you're ready to fire the arrow. As long as you've got arrows in your inventory, it will automatically reload it, sort of thing, when you obviously hold in the left click button. Try and make this quick. Where's this bear that we saw a minute ago? I think he's a bit further down. We'll sneak up on him this way. Probably not the greatest idea if he could be anywhere. Or she, obviously we don't. Right, there's a wolf. So the bear is now over there. I think we'll tackle this wolf first. As you can see, it's now loaded up and it zooms in a little bit. Now I hope my aim's going to be alright. Nope, it was terrible. Try again. As you can see, we got a hit. And 2 hits kills the wolves. May as well kill this ball while we're here. We'll try a quick. Oh, I've lost it. There he is. Try a quick long shot on this bear. Probably miss. Wasn't far off. That was terrible. One more shot. Okay, I said one more shot. We'll try again. Nope. Right, so we'll leave him to it. And then, as you can see with wolves, you just hit them this way. You get cloth and chicken breast. And some more animal food. You can also get blood off of these, which is useful later on in the game. As you can see, you get plenty more cloth off of these than you do off the doors. So we'll now head back to base. Obviously it's going to be harder to kill the bears than it is the wolves, but we'll hopefully get onto that in another episode. We may as well kill this wolf on the way back. Basically, if the wolf catches up to you and attacks you, you start bleeding, which is what the bandages are for. The hotbar. Basically, as soon as you start bleeding, just put one of them on, and it will stop the bleeding. So we'll just head back to base. as you can see, depending on where you spawn in the server, will depend on what resources are around really. Some places they spawn more often and in more locations, but I've been quite lucky in this. But sometimes you will have to sort of take your time a little bit. It probably won't be as simple as this has seemed. So it's all about patience really. So now we're back at the shack. And you can see we've got plenty more chicken breasts, we've got a bit more wood, got some animal fat, and we've got some blood, but we don't need that just now. One thing I'll quickly do before I go is make a sleeping bag, just so that we spawn back here next episode. As you can see, you need 15, but because we've just killed a fair few animals, we've got 74. So, and then what you want to do is just move it down into your hotbar, and then place it somewhere on the floor. We'll put it there. As you can see, you can pick it up like that by just using the use button, but obviously we want it placed right now. So then guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and you can look forward to some more. You can also check out my other videos. I've just recently completed the Battlefield 4 campaign and done a few Let's Plays on them. So feel free to check out the channel, and you can also follow me on Twitter. It's @PlayTheCorbyWay, all in capitals. And I'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching guys.